Mike, tell us what you're doing in your factories in Minnesota.
I've completely turned over 200,000 square foot facility. I've got everybody working. We're up to about 10,000 masks a day. I want to get up to 50,000 or as many as we can produce. Sean, I want to quickly say something that if I can. I reached out to the president, let him know this. What we are hearing is, with his approval rating, with the fake news out there, these are people down the left. I got a text from a friend of mine. I'm sure you know I'm not a huge President Trump fan, but God bless him. He's handling this crisis like a champ. I think he's winning me over. That's what's happening out there, because people are seeing it for themselves, the great job he's doing and the great things that we're doing in the private sector as manufacturers, and we're getting around all the CNNs and MSNBCs and all this fake news. So I'm glad you're bringing
by the way, I have an update from Cuomo, but I didn't even pick this up today. He responded to a comment from the president in my interview last night about the thousands of ventilators not being used. This is his answer. Yeah, they're in stockpile. That's where they're supposed to be, because we don't need them yet. We need them for the Apex. The Apex is in here. They mailed them 4,000 more today. These people piss me off. Tyler Merritt, tell us about 9-Line. You guys are up there. From what I understand, you guys have an innovative mask creation, and this. Tell us about it.
Yes, you have two different masks that you need to create. One is a containment mask. It's that surgical mask variant that's not approved by the FDA, because that will take upwards of forever with our current bureaucracy. So the idea is you want to protect our doctors and nurses. You know, my mom is a nurse right now fighting on the front lines because all of her nurses are getting sick. So when they walk into an environment that is full of this virus, they need those individuals to try to contain as much as they can from going out into the air. So it's literally just a shirt that is cut very specifically, and we can go upwards of 100 million of these by next week. So far, we've received over 50,000 online orders that we've gotten out the door, and we have converted our 200 employees to be ready to ramp up. We think we can get to about 1.5 million per day in the next week or so, but
now, are these proven to prevent the transmission of this?
There is a chemical additive that is being introduced to them and being tested that will help, again, with that being able to contract. But that is more of a preventative mask. That's that N95 variant that everyone is looking to create, and we have a bunch of very smart engineers and very smart scientists all working together, actually working with Dr. Pete, who I'm sure you know who that is. And we are trying to come to that solution that meets an ability to scale, to get to hundreds of millions of these out the door, and to get them tested. And it's two different barriers, but we've handed over all the manufacturing overseas. It's our manufacturing capabilities here for things like this are nowhere, and I think people are starting to realize that you can't outsource something like PPE. It's become something that is very important for not only our first responders in the hospitals, doctors and nurses, but our first responders who are trying to manage the chaos.
And by the way, and you guys still, listen, I love my pillow products, 9-Line, you guys have the best shirts out there, the best people working. You guys want to keep your workers working, and by the way, you know I love both your products. I hope people will consider ordering them and put them prominently on Hannity.com, considering you're stepping up to help your country in the interim, but you guys got to keep the doors open too, right?
That's getting increasingly more absolutely. These new regulations, new laws that are introduced without talking to business. You know, these laws are going to stretch me beyond anything I could have ever imagined, and I want to take care of my workers just like everyone else does, but you can't add that type of economic strain onto small businesses. You'll make them collapse, and no one is working together with business owners.
All right.
And saying,
real quick then,
help you.
How can people look at some of the products you're creating, and also keep you in business? I'm buying food from every restaurant around my house that I know, just to help a little bit. I know it's not much. I try, and I hope others will do it too. MyPillow.com, Mike Lindell, right?
Yep, absolutely. You can get it. You can find everything there.
Can people buy masks also, or no?
No, they can. Right now, we're doing to the healthcare professionals in the hospitals, but they have no problem if they want to reach out to ml@mypillow.com with any requests for any organizations, maybe nursing homes, whatever. we're trying to fill everything we can.
What about you, Tyler?
You can get, individuals can order from our website. Just keep in mind, everything that we send out, we send it out at cost. If it costs me 50 cents, I send it out at 50 cents. And we do big bulk supplies to not only hospitals, but also to military organizations, to police, and we're helping with the government contracting to keep this price gouging down. So whatever it costs me, we vowed to get it out the door for that exact cost, because there's individuals and organizations out there that are charging $7 a mask, and that's ridiculous.
We see the best in people and the worst in people. You two are the best in America. Thank you both. Amazing people. All right, now, we expect the president in the next hour, in the next half hour, will be signing this bill, now passed in the House. We'll get to that. Dr. Oz, latest medical advancements, treatments, convalescent plasma, updates on everything you need to know. Want to remind you, our friends at Chamonix, you always want to look your best. Robin in Lubbock, Texas, talks about the Genucel jawline cream, says, hey, this is the best I've looked in 20 years. People tell me my face looks young. I am blown away by the success. Now, that's Chamonix's innovation, their new MDL technology, and Genucel's brand new jawline treatment specifically targets delicate skin, the neck area, for healthier, younger-looking skin. And by the way, you'll see your mirror smile back at you, or you get your money back, no questions asked. But every one of their big sellers, if you order the new jawline treatment today from Genucel, risk-free, you'll get a second month half price. Results guaranteed in 12 hours. They'll send their Genucel immediate effects. That's free. Order right now. You get a $30 discount. 800-SKIN-509, Genucel.com. And if you order now, shipping is free. 800-SKIN-509, Genucel.com. Look your best.
News Radio 920 and 104.7
Dr. Oz next.
You have 3 ex-wives, and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
This report is sponsored by Think It Up.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM. Traffic.
The delays on 295 north and south after Route 44 down towards Route 6 and Route 37. 37 east to west clear between 95